I think it's neat to be involved in a place. If you cast your eye across the property, 30, 40 years ago, this was a mine site, and you know, forget our courses. But if you looked across the site, it's all moving, and it's got these upheavals here and there, and it's to come to a fruition that we have a viable place of recreation, which, you know, obviously we love it because it's golf, and to come to a place where people can enjoy and employ people in a region, that's a wonderful thing. So, but as I say, the land, if you look at it, you know, where they've mined, you can tell a few places where it's mined, but then a lot of it you just go, God, it's unbelievable, and that's what drew it to us.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
if you hadn't seen the big drag line that made some of this stuff, you look at the lake over there and by the clubhouse and the big dune on the other side of it, and think, well, there's no way they made, you know, nobody could make that.
I know.
That thing's about 100 feet high. Pieces of equipment just aren't that big. But when you've got a drag line with a 300-foot boom, you can do some different things.
It is, you know, Ben. I mean, for me personally. It's a fascinating thing to just see that, yes, this was a mining site. There's no question. And regardless of anyone's personal opinions about mining or anything like that, this site did become what we have been given to work with through that process. And, you know, Mosaic Mining could have done by what the minimum they have to do by law to reclaim this. They could have pushed it all in flat and made another several hundred acres of flat pasture land in Central Florida. And would that have been a bad thing? Probably not. But would it have given the opportunity, not only to us, but to people who be working here and to people who can come here and experience this amazing landscape? Yeah, we would have all been deprived of that had they done just what was asked of them to do. So I realize this is sounding like a promotional piece for Mosaic Mining. I don't mean it that way, but I'm grateful. I know we all are for the fact that there were people within that company able to think outside the box of what do we have to do,
Yeah.
and started thinking about what could we do with this. What's the potential? And I think the upside of that is, you know, will only be realized in the coming years. But I think it can be significant.